Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, as you know, the basketball player, the cannabis girl, was released from Russia. She was exchanged for Mr. Baut, the merchant of death. And she is flying home, I guess. Now the United States came out and the leadership, our leaders, intelligent, diplomatic and fantastic, said that this is a success and we secured her release. Great. And it's like you go and pay for a pack of cigarettes, $3,000. That's how they dealt in this situation. They got a basketball player and they gave a very important guy who was dealing weapons. But hey, that's and they come out and tell us that they did a great job. Okay, in the meantime there are others more important American citizens in Russian captivity for instance 4 years, that Whelan guy who was an ex-marine and so on. But it's okay, he's the wrong person, she's the right one. So that's the way it goes. So expect that to be when you go about your life, be treated that way, some of us. Anyway, so let's move on. The Americans said, we did it, we're fantastic. The Russians said, no, we did it, we're fantastic. And now we hear the Russians saying, you know, thank you very much Saudi Arabia, and thank you very much Arab Emirates. Thank you United Arab Emirates. Thank you very much for facilitating this. The American says, no, we did it. There is no involvement of United Arab Emirates or Saudi Arabia. It was just all us. We paid $3,000 for a pack of cigarettes, not they. They didn't facilitate this. All right, if you want to be idiots on your own, you are. Yes, good job. Great job, man. You did a very good negotiation deal with these guys. So let's see who's right, who's wrong. Obviously, they all lie, but in this case, there can't be both right. One of them must be wrong. So the Russians say, thank you very much. The other guy says, no, we are the ones. All right. This article comes from Sputnik. I gotta tell you that the first time when I read this, information came from an American site yesterday. And that's here, coming from NBC Universal, and it's from yesterday, December 8, 2022 at 2:46 p.m. White House denies Saudi Arabia involved in Brittany Griner's release. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre repeatedly dismissed claims at the press briefing that Saudi Arabia was involved in mediating Brittany Griner's release from Russia, and I'm quoting, "The only countries that negotiated this deal were the United States and Russia," she said. Okay, she must be telling the truth. Now, this morning, we got the Russians. And that's from today, the 9th of December 2022. Actually, it's about an hour ago it came. It says, Russia praises role of Saudi Arabia and UAE in Baut Griner prisoner swap with the US. Now, this is the guy on the plane coming back to Russia, a little bit older. So Russia praises Saudi Arabia and the UAE for helping carry out the exchange of Russian businessman Viktor Baut for US basketball player Brittany Griner, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said on Friday. Well, I think they might be both right, but they use different semantics. So probably these guys facilitated the meeting where the whole thing occurred, like neutral meeting point. And indeed, the Russians must have obviously negotiated with the Americans, but those guys facilitated the meeting points and what else. Now, the problem is 4 countries involved. And there's 2 prisoners, so they obviously could have met only in one location. I don't know. Maybe these guys are going to inform us who's who, what's what. and I'm quoting, "We can highly appreciate the role of both the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia, which traditionally tried to make a significant contribution to such processes," end quote, Peskov told the Izvestia newspaper. When asked whether these states can contribute to the exchange of someone for U.S. citizen Paul Whelan, that's the guy 4 years over there, the ex-Marine, the official said that, and I'm quoting, "if necessary, the secret services will continue their work." Griner, a WNBA player, was arrested earlier this year at Sheremetyevo airport when Russian customs officers found cannabis oil in her luggage. Griner said she was aware that possession of drugs is banned in Russia, adding that she did not intend to violate the law. She was sentenced to 9 years in prison and a fine of 1 million rubles, which is $16,000 in August. Now, personal note, as Karim Jean-Pierre, whatever, said, I think 9 years for that cannabis thing is too much, but that's their law, and we have to respect each and every country's law. As they respect ours, we should respect theirs. Otherwise, there's not a reciprocity process here. So Russia released Griner from prison in exchange for the United States releasing Baut on Thursday. The latter was serving a 25-year sentence in the United States for alleged arms dealing. Okay. Baut strongly denied the charges. This is the first time I'm hearing that he denies the charges, and the Russians say that alleged arms dealings. I don't know. So I have no way to verify this, since, Baut strongly denied the charges, with Moscow also saying that his arrest in Thailand and subsequent extradition to the US was a kidnapping of a foreign national by Washington. Doesn't sound like. And if you want to know if that was accurate or it was fair, think about that being Griner playing somewhere in Thailand, and the Russians just arrest her over there, take her, and get her to Russia, and see if United States will say, oh, it's okay, yeah, it's fine, we can't do anything about it. Now, as I said, I have no way to find out, and neither you, to find out if these guys did this and that, because it's all reporting, and it's reporting by one source. The other one denies. Anyway, I'm not trying to absolve these guys of anything. That's not my problem here with him. If he did it, but the problem is, okay, he was a drug dealer. He was a arms dealer. All right, so he armed people that some countries or some things they don't like and all that. All right, that's a bad thing. But I know other countries that state policy and have departments that do the same thing. They arm certain factions that could be considered terrorists or become terrorists or are terrorists or are the bad dudes. Arm them against other countries and other organizations. Now, I'm pretty sure this Baut guy did not have a how should I put it a budget of about $850 billion. I think he had a very limited budget compared with other arms dealers. All right. Well, thank you very much for being with me again today. Who did it? Doesn't matter. These guys were released. As I said, I'm going to pay for one pack of cigarettes $3,000. I should be happy about it, and you should award me a medal for that. Stupid. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.